Well, good morning, all my hippies. I hope everyone has had a beautiful, restful night's worth of sleep. I know some of you are working today, so I understand if you can just leave a lurk. But today, let me switch screens. Hello. I see a wild Mrs. Merlin. Good morning, ma'am. How are you? I know it's rather late for you, so it's understandable. But today is going to be a little bit different. Today we are just going to be doing the first of many episodes of Gettin Fit with Speki. Today is more of an explanation of everything and possible showing of said movements. To get things kicked off, just a second, let me shut my TV off real fast. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I am back. I forgot to shut it off, but oh well. So, we're going to be working on, I have kind of a plan or a routine that we're going to be doing. So, we will start off our workouts with something called the Diamond Dozen. It is a workout program that a wrestler named Diamond Dallas Page had created after he injured his back. It is a set of 13 specific moves that really open up and, get your body moving and all that other stuff. It is completely free weight, so there are no weights included in this. We probably will not add weights to the actual workout until week 5. Weights, you don't have to do weights at all with this program. Ooh, not at all. This is simply to not only help my back out and help build my core up, but help you guys out too. So if anybody out there has back issues or they need that tum-tum area. Oh, what did I do? I went to the wrong screen. I know. I'm back. Sorry. That light is killer. I'm gonna turn it down. My screen's super white too, so there we go. But yeah, I dropped my phone. That's why. So it is 13 specific moves, and I will go over those with you. And then we'll get into the workout. So the DDP Diamond Dozen work with what we call dynamic resistance, and I'm reading from a web page. Basically, dynamic resistance it's your own body weight. There's none at all included. Basically, it helps you burn fat standing still because you are engaging so many muscles. So the first move we have is called ignition into touchdown. So this is the point where I show you guys. Hopefully I can do this because I haven't done this in a while. Okay. Ooh. Okay, chair, go over here. Okay, so now you guys do not have to do this, but I need to change my camera view. Okay, y'all see me? Woo! Okay, so what you want to do when you do ignition into touchdown is you're going to stand with your feet hip distance apart. Don't sprawl out. And it's easier to do it without shoes and barefoot. Or if you have toesy socks, you can use those. So, you're going to position your feet hip distance apart. No further. Don't stand straight either. It won't work. So you're going to slightly bend your knees to where you're kind of almost at a squatted position, but not like this. So, and that's going to work on getting your quads, hips, your butt. And then what you do is you're going to pick your toes up. I know it sounds weird. You'll pick your toes up and you're going to grip them into the floor. Or if you have a yoga mat, you'll do that. Which, by the way, I have a yoga mat, yoga straps, all that stuff on my Throne page. So feel free to get out there and check that page out. It is !Throne. There's some more stuff on there that helps with the stream as well. So, after your feet are hip distance apart and your knees are slightly bent and your toes are grippy into the floor, you're going to straighten your legs. So, what happens is straighten your legs, but you want to keep a slight bend at your knees. So, easiest way to imagine it is you're standing on ice and you're trying to keep your feet from going out from underneath of you. So it's like you're trying to bring your feet together, but you're not pulling them together. So what you want to do, and you should feel this on the inside of your legs right here. Those are called your adductors. And then the last part is, of course, is to squeeze your butt and tuck your tailbone. So you got that, right? That's your lower half. And that's in a workout in itself. Okay, so from the upper half. So you've got feet hip distance apart, knees slightly bent, toes gripped, tailbone tucked. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring your hands out in front of you like this. So you'll be like this. Like this. So every single part of your body is engaged. So what'll happen, imagine you're holding a beach ball in front of you. Okay? Or like this. Because it says, extend your arms out in front of you with your fingers spread apart like you're holding a beach ball in front of your chest. So, while your hands are out like this and you've got this beach ball on your chest, what you're going to do is, at this point your fingers should, okay, so yeah, so it's like this, okay, now you should start to feel your fingers, like your arms, your fingers, all that, okay, so this is ignition, this is, see, I can feel it, so, okay, and then ignition into touchdown. Okay, so you're in ignition like this. Arms out in front, butt squeezed, tailbone tucked, all that good stuff. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bring your arms up like this. And then you're going to go like this. And then every single time you go into touchdown, you inhale. So, sorry. So when you have your hands up to the sky like this, when you bring them down, that's when you start exhaling. So you want to inhale when your arms are up, and you want to exhale when your arms are down. So we'll do that. That'll be a good stretch. That's number one. Number two is the diamond cutter. So, okay. I have to read this real fast. Now, sounds stupid, some of the words or sayings I'm going to say because it's called a Hulk it up. I'm not going to say Hulk it up like Hulk Hogan. We're not going to do that. Okay, so this one's easy. This one's called the diamond cutter. So this works hands, forearms, biceps, triceps, shoulders, and chest. This one's easy. Okay. I gotta remember how to do this. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna stand like this. You're gonna root yourself how you were in ignition. So ignition is like this. So you're gonna go up like this. Bring your arms down. Make sure you are breathing. Inhaling when you bring your arms up, and you're starting to exhale when you bring your arms down. Then you're going to turn your hands into a fist, and you're going to like this. But you need to make sure that every part of your body is engaged. So, like this. And then like this. And you're out to a T. And then you're just going to do this. But the more you guys do it, the better it'll be. And we'll probably do 1 or 2 sets, good stretching on that one. And then, okay, bar back. We're not going to do bar back. Okay, we will do bar back. Okay, so this one I will have to read. And then I will show you Wednesday. Okay, so for bent-legged bar back. It says typically you do bar back after reaching touchdown. This continues to help lengthen your spine. And you can do this when you're sitting down. None of this stuff has to be standing up. It's just easier. If it hurts to move, do it in your chair. Do it on your bed. There's nothing wrong with that. Whatever you can do, it works. Trust me, it works. Okay, so we'll do it from sitting down. So this is going to work your upper body and your core and help your spine. Okay. Ba 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 ba. So, for bent-legged bar back, you're going to bend over like this. You'll bend over and you put your hands right above your knees, which are slightly bent. Now mention every single time you do this, you're going to use the same ignition move. It all starts from that. So you're going to grip your toesies into the floor or on your mat. You're going to squeeze your butt and you're going to stand up straight. And then what will happen is you'll bend over and put your hands above your bent knees, and you make sure that you're extending your spine. You're elongating it. So you pull your spine long, but keep it neutral so that the bends in your back still feel natural. And then you're going to keep looking at the floor. And it says, as you do this, press your hands into your quads, pushing each quad against your hand and vice versa to develop your dynamic resistance. Again, dynamic resistance means no weights at all. This program is all about how much you weigh is how much you're lifting. So me, I just weighed myself this morning. I started at 122.7 pounds. So I've got about 123 pounds of weight I'm going to be pushing. So as you do this, press your hands into your quads, pushing each quad against your hands, vice versa, to develop your dynamic resistance. Your elbows should be back. So it should be like this. If you can't tell, it should be like this. I'll show you. Roll back your shoulder blades back so they're squeezed tight together like you're trying to pinch a quarter in between them. And once you're in that position, take a deep breath. And then exhale and fold forward. And then you should feel this stretch from your tailbone all the way up through your neck. And they also have a stiff-legged bar back where your legs are more straight, but we're going to do the bent-legged bar back because I'm not doing that. No, not yet. We'll work up to that. But bent-legged bar back. So basically, move my chair out the way. So, hip feet distance apart, knees slightly bent, toes gripped into the carpet or floor or yoga mat. And it's going to be like this. And you're going to roll your shoulders. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Oh, that feels so good. If you were doing this move. And then normally what I do when I do this is I kind of unroll my shoulders and I just kind of work my way down and just do a light stretch. Make sure your hands kind of touch the carpet if you can, or touch your toes. Grab your toes. Grip your toes. Okay, and we'll do that for everything for the first week is going to be 3 reps. 3 sets. Sorry, 3 sets at 10 reps per 3 sets at 10 reps. Sorry. Okay, and then we have catcher under thunderbolt. Why it's called thunderbolt. Thunderbolt gets its name from reaching to the sky while connecting to the ground. Similar to that as a bolt of lightning. Although maybe it's just me being a bit of a weather nut. I mean, it's a good... Okay. Did I do diamond cutter? I didn't do diamond cutter. Oh. So what the guy didn't explain is when you do the diamond cutter, when you bring your arms up, you do a diamond, and then you go down and you hawk your thing. You know, oh. I did that one. Catcher under thunderbolt. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to do catcher. Okay. Slow boom push-ups. Everybody knows push-ups. Everybody knows push-ups. But this one is different. So, we all know the correct push-up. You know, we all know what push-ups are, right? You know. There are different forms, but with the slow bone push-ups, you guys are going to see me disappear. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. So I'm still here. Hello. So slow burn push-ups. Okay, so you are going to get into a regular push-up position. Make sure your hands are parallel with your shoulders. Do not put them in front of your face or, you know, don't spread them out. Don't do anything like that. Make sure you squeeze your butt. Make sure you're starting to engage your muscles. And then what you're going to do is we're going to go down for slow burn push-ups for a count of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you hold for 10 seconds. But, so you do 10 seconds down, hold for 10 seconds, 10 seconds up. Those are probably some of the most excruciating push-ups in the world. Cobra into down dog. I do these after I do the push-ups. When I did do the program before. It's a great way to get your shoulders, your back, your core especially. So what you're going to do, excuse me, is you're going to lie stomach down on the mat or on the floor. You're going to place your hands underneath your shoulders. And make sure your hands and feet are flat. And then your glutes are loose. So you're just going to be relaxed. So, and then in order to get up, hands on the floor, I will show you, try to at least, how to do Cobra. So what you're going to do is you're going to inhale and you're going to push your upper body off the ground, straightening your arms and rolling your shoulders back while keeping your hips and pelvis in contact with the ground. This works your lower back and your triceps. This is an amazing move to do. Move my camera down a little bit more so you can see me when I do that. Okay. There will be a lot of camera movement. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know the music don't help, but we're rolling with what we're rolling with. So, Cobra. Hopefully you guys can see me. Okay. So, Cobra, I'm gonna disappear, is basically... Let me slide back here. Okay, so you're flat on the floor, right? You got... Your feet are flat. Your hands are flat on the carpet. So what you do is you're lying there. You're dead after your push-ups. So what you do is you're going to bring your arms back to about your chest. And you're just going to push up. But make sure you keep your lower half on the floor. And you're just going to kind of sit there. Oh, I can't do it that far. You're just going to kind of sit there and... You're going to bring your upper half off the floor. And then you're going to look up. This is going to stretch everything. Okay, so downward dog. So you're going to make sure that you're prone on the mat. And then what you'll do is after you've gone prone, you're going to get in on your hands and knees like you would a dog. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your toes and you're going to push up. And you're going to walk back a little bit till your feet are flat on the ground. If you can't, it's fine. I understand it's hard. But you're just going to kind of sit there. Oh my God. The stretching. So essentially, you'll be like this. And then what I like to do is I like to walk my way back very carefully, grab your ankles and just kind of roll yourself up. Like that. Down dog is a very hard position for people to do because it has a lot of movement. No table. No. And then finally, we're going to do safety pose at the end of that. So we're not going to do all 13, but we're going to do a good couple of them, and then we'll do safety pose after that. Safety pose is real easy. It's just this is the relief position for a lot of people. So you're just basically chair. You're just going to get on your knees, Make sure your butt is touching your feet. And then you're just going to extend your arms out, and you're just going to kind of just stretch your arms. And you could stretch your arms out more. The bigger the stretch, the better it feels. And then you can just kind of just sit here and breathe. And relax. And then that's it. So that is going to be our morning stretches before we get into the actual workout. I am hoping that the workout's going to be about an hour and 15 minutes, which is our goal time. And then we're going to get into the fun part, the actual workout. Okay, so we are doing, it's called core strength for a workout. Now, in all my research that I've done, the DDP yoga and, don't laugh, but ballet exercises are actually the only two things that I have used that help with the back issues and the core. Okay, so when you do this, make sure you guys have water, a towel, and if you need to take breaks at any time, take breaks. Don't feel bad if you're sitting there and you're like, I can't do this work, I can't do this. It's fine. Trust me, when I started it, 10 years ago, I couldn't do the workout because it hurt. So, and now I'm doing, the moves no problem. So you want to make sure that you're engaging your core, which means you're going to pull your belly button towards your spine. This is going to help maintain proper form and alignment, so you do not hurt yourself. Keep your spine natural. Don't arch it, don't round it. And this is going to help avoid strain or injury. Relax your neck and shoulders. Don't be so tense. This is to also help avoid strain or injury on your neck. Breathing. Remember to breathe. Exhale as you exert effort, and inhale as you relax. So you're going to inhale prior to exercise, and when you start exercise, you will exhale. We're going to focus on slow, controlled movements, no jerky movements. So we're going to do this very safely, very slowly, and very controlled. Make sure you're using the proper equipment, such as a stability ball or resistance band. Those are also on the Throne page as well, and actual weights as well. And then and then modify it. If it's too difficult, guys, you make it your own. This is not about what I can do. This is not about Speki can do all this and then I can't. This is more about you guys and making sure that you guys get the most benefit from this and you guys don't get injured. Okay, so planks. Everybody knows what a plank is. So you're going to start with in push-up position on the floor. And then, yes, push-up position on the floor. There's going to be a lot of push-ups. And then with your hands directly underneath your shoulders and your toes touching the ground. Wait, what? Start in push-up position on the floor with your hands directly under your shoulders and your toes touching the ground. Lower your forearms to the floor so that your elbows are directly between your shoulders. So your body forms a straight line from your head to your heels. Make sure your hips don't sag or stick up too high, and hold for 30 seconds to a minute. Now, with the planks, I'm not doing a flat 30 seconds right off the rip. It'll be 3 sets at 10 seconds. And then we'll work up to that. We'll work up to the 1 minute thing. Crunches. We know what crunches are. Everybody knows what crunches are. And this is for not only the whole core itself, but that little spot that us women get and we can't ever work out. Crunches are great for that. So what you're going to do is you're going to lie flat on your back on a mat or comfortable surface with your knees bent flat and feet flat on the floor. Place your hands behind your head like this, like you are doing a sit-up, or if you want, across your chest, making sure not to pull your neck. Don't put any pressure on your neck at all. You're going to tighten your core muscles, your abdominal muscles, and you're going to lift your upper body off the floor. And that will be 3 sets for 10 reps. But we're not just going to go up and then go straight back down. No, we're going to do the crunch, and then at the peak of the curl, we're going to hold it for 10 seconds. And then we'll go down. Next is donkey kicks. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of donkey kicks or not. So donkey kicks are fun. And I've got... Okay, so donkey kicks. You are going to get down on all fours. Like this. Hands flat on the floor. Parallel with your shoulders. And then what you're going to do is you're going to raise up your left leg. And you should start to feel your quads, maybe your glutes or your butt. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your leg and you're going to bring it up like that. But it's got to be more straighter. So your left leg is going to be perpendicular with your body. And you're going to take your left leg and you're going to shoot that up to the sky. So, and then what you do is we're going to do that 10 reps on left side, take a breather, 10 reps on right side. We're not going to do the leg lifts because leg lifts are leg lifts. Medicine ball twists. I love medicine ball twists because it's a great workout for your core in general. And when you do it, you're twisting. So you're getting everything. You're getting your sides. You're getting your front. You're getting your back. You're getting everything in between. So you're going to sit on the floor. You can do this in a chair. So you're going to sit on the floor with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor like you would sitting on the ground. You can use a medicine ball or a weight. As I said, weights will not be included until week 5. So what we're going to do is we're just going to use our own weight for this. So while you're sitting on the ground with your knees bent and your feet flat on the ground, you're going to lean back slightly, engaging your abs to maintain balance. So you will then rotate your torso to the right, bringing, your fists, in this instance, to your right hip. Meanwhile, your feet and your hips do not move. And then what you do is you'll pause, and then you'll do the same thing to the left side. And then keep your feet and hips stable throughout the exercise and use your oblique muscles, which are the side, to rotate your torso. And then every single time you go to twist, make sure you exhale when you go to twist and inhale when you return to the starting position. So sitting on the floor, sitting in a chair like I am now, like this. And then we're just going to turn, and then we're going to bring it back. And then we're going to do this and to the left, and you're going to bring it back. And that, of course, is going to be for 3 sets of 10 reps apiece. So 1 rep to the right, bring it back to the middle. 1 rep to the left, bring it back to the middle. That's how that's going to work. Reverse crunches. This is weird. Reverse crunches are weird. So you're going to lie on your back and bend your knees. Place your hands behind your head or across your chest. Do not pull on your neck. Lift your legs off the ground at the same time in a controlled, slow movement. Slowly curl your hips towards your chest and return to the starting position. So it's like a crunch, but instead of using your upper body, your arms, shoulders, hands, you're going to be using your legs and your hips. So that one will be fun. Okay, bicycle crunches. I forgot bicycle crunches. I love bicycle crunches. So this works your hip flexors, your hips, your lower back muscles, and then your stomach muscles, of course, your core. So bicycle crunches. I'll have to show you because it's easier. And yes, I'm going to be hopefully getting a new camera with a better setup for this. So I'm sorry. I'm working with what I can. Okay, so bicycle crunches. So you're going to lie on the floor on your back like you would doing a crunch. You probably can't see me. But remember, do not put any pressure on your neck. You can put your hands behind your head for support, but don't crank on that neck because you don't want it to hurt it. Okay, so bicycle crunches. The goal of this is to bring your right elbow to your left knee. So when you go to crunch, you're going to bring up your left elbow and you're going to try and put that on the outside of your left knee. And then you go back down. Same thing with the left side. Left elbow, crunch, bring it to the right side of the knee when you bring it back to your stomach. And then it's actually better if you can bring your feet up off the ground. And then that way you can get a full range of motion. Because what you're going to do is it's a twisting formation. And it really helps build up all that core that we have. Side planks. Side planks. Okay, so side planks are kind of a lot like regular planks, just you are concentrating on one side, either the left side or the right side. Okay, it says lie on your side on a mat or comfortable surface with your legs straight and your feet stacked on top of each other. So you're kind of angled like this. So arm here, and then this is your body. So arm holding yourself on the ground, this is your body. Pop yourself up on your elbow with your forearm perpendicular to the ground and your hand flat on the ground. Tighten your core muscles and lift your hips up off the ground, creating a single straight line from your head to your feet. Keep your body straight and avoid letting your hips sag or rotate forward. This one is very hard for a lot of people because sorry, Grumpy opened the door and Harvey started barking. But a lot of people have a problem with side planks because they like to let their hip sag. I do have a problem with that, so we will all struggle with that. That will be 3 sets at 10 seconds. So it'll be left side plank, 10 seconds. We're going to lower our hips back down to the ground, and then we're going to switch to the other side, and that'll be for 3 reps for 10 seconds. Okay. We'll cut out dead bug. Dead bug's kind of hard. And then bridge. So bridge is kind of like our closeout to this. It's a very good relaxing move, but it really works on your lower back, your glutes, and your hips. And then it also helps with balance and stability. So what you're going to do is you will lay on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Place your arms by your sides with your palms facing down. Engage your core muscles and press your feet into the ground and lift your hips towards the ceiling. Keep your knees directly over your ankles and your thighs parallel to each other. Bridge is easy. I will show you guys here in a second, but I will be right back because I have to pee. Cold coffee. Okay, I am back. So we're going to do bridge. I'm going to show you guys how to do bridge, and then we'll end out the last little bit of time just kind of chit-chatting a little bit. So for bridge, lie on the back with your hands. This is easy. Okay, I'm back. Oh, you guys probably can't see me. I have no idea if you guys can or not. Watch me whack my head on this chest I have back here. Okay, so basically, you'll lay on the ground, feet flat, knees bent, hands flat on the floor. You'll kind of just sit here for a minute, breathe. And then what you'll do is you're going to put pressure on your hands for stability. And then you're just going to raise up your hips and you'll hold it for 10 seconds. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you relax. So you inhale when you go into the bridge. Exhale, count to 10. Bring your butt back down to the ground. That's probably the easiest move. To do, and that will conclude our workout. That will be every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 a.m. Now, I know it's super early for some of you, or y'all are at work, but I'm going to have this recorded and put up on my YouTube so you guys can catch it. It will be on a VOD as well, here on Twitch. Almost an hour? Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. Should be about an hour for the workout. Hour, 15 minutes. But yes, just remember, guys, when you do this, make sure you have a towel. Because the more we do it, yes, we're going to get sweaty. Make sure you have water. If you feel like the moves are getting a little bit too easy for you when we're doing this, go ahead and start adding weights to the core workout. As I said, week five, I'm going to be adding ankle weights. And then at the end of the 3-month mark, because we're going to be doing rotating 3-month workouts, because we're going to be doing 3-month workout plans. At the end of the 3 months, we'll go back and we'll talk about what we've, how much we've, either weight we've lost, or in my instance, how much weight I've gained. Also, too, if anybody out there knows any good diets for weight gain, much appreciated. But I am actually going to go ahead and jump off here. I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to end it for today, y'all. I appreciate everyone who came out. Very much appreciated. I know it was under an hour. But I really do appreciate you guys coming out for this. This is a new endeavor and new adventure we're going to be embarking on, so I'm excited. So tonight, I do have to work, but let me see who I can read out to. If anybody's on. Okay, there we go. So yes, we're actually going to raid over to another workout streamer. His name is Bert. But yes, tonight, guys, I will see you again live at 7:30 with more Banishers. I appreciate all of you that came out today. And most of all, be mystical, be mythical, be magical. And most of all, guys, stay safe, stay warm, and I will see you guys tonight at 7:30. And remember, it's not goodbye. It's see you later. Mwah.